Hello, this is Swim Loves Butterfly, and you are watching my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to draw a quick picture of the Hunger Games Mockingjay pin edits. Yeah, I know you're thinking, why would I want to change it? It's perfect the way it is. I agree, but right now I was bored, and since the movie is coming out in March, which is this month, I decided I'd do something for it. So first I just took a copy of the Hunger Games and I pasted it on here. And then for this one, I made it already, and as you can see, I just added a couple blue stripes and fire. I'm going to tell you how I did that. First, I went onto my web browser, which is Google Chrome. And then I typed in images.google.com. Then I typed in the Hunger Games. And I chose this picture because it was pretty good. But now that I see this one, I'm thinking it might be better because it's the Hunger Games picture alone. So basically, I just copied it. And I exited it out. Okay, let's delete this picture and then paste this one. As you can see, it's not going to take up the whole thing. So I'm going to get the bucket and then click black paint and fill in the extras. Okay, so for the Mockingjay pin, I chose the color blue. I know it's more of a pale blue like that than a color like this, but this color looks ugly on that pin, so I'm sticking with this one. So then I chose the brush tool. I chose the marker. When you do this, it's not very neat, so sometimes I use the line tool as the cheat, biggest size, so it takes us more room. I love the Hunger Games series, and I can't wait for the movies to come out. But the third book was just a big letdown. I mean, Suzanne Collins built it up for something big. The readers wanted it. But then when I read it, it wasn't very big. A lot of people say that the first book is their favorite, but I don't know why, but I like the second book, Catching Fire. Although it is a violent book, it can actually make you cry at some parts. It still makes you happy when you read it because it's an awesome book. I bet the Hunger Games will be #1 on the charts. Last week, the Lorax came out and it was #2 right when it came out. I saw it the day after it came out and it was already on the charts. And so was the movie Journey 2, I believe that's new. The guy who is Sean is Josh Hutcherson, who plays PETA in the Hunger Games. Okay, so for this, you have to be very careful not to get it onto the Mockingjay. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna do some red crayon lines to symbolize catching fire. So I choose brushes, then I chose the crayon tool, and I chose red. For the size, I didn't want to make it too big, so I chose something like this. First, I did the red fire. as you know, Katniss is the girl on fire. And then in the second book, well, the end of it, her house is on fire. I can't wait to see how her dress turns out in the movie. It was extraordinary when Cinna, I believe his name was, turned her dress into a Mockingjay. It was on fire. Okay, now I really want the words The Hunger Games on this, so I'm going to go back on the web browser. And then I'm going to search here's one. This one I like. The problem is it doesn't really blend in. Let's see, let's make it a little bigger. Okay, so there's this tool called Select, and then you can like take a portion of it, like move it or delete it. Then I'll fill that with black. And then I'll do that again for the rest of it. That much, it looks cool that way, so I think I'll keep it that way. If you don't want it that way, you can probably find a better picture than I did. Actually, I want to move this a little bit more over here, and then I'll fill this one in again. Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys all know that saying, the Hunger Games, may the odds be in your favor. So right now, I'm going to find the saying of that. Won't be ever in your favor. The results. Maybe this one. And you can basically see what I'm doing with this. You can add all the little decorations that you want. Like you can add, if you want to get really fancy, you can put all the books there too. And so that's basically all I did. Then you can set it as your wallpaper like this. And that's basically it.